Thanks for joining me today, and if this is your first time here, you're going to find a lot of videos about home finances, mortgages, saving money at home, all of that. And if that is something that interests you and you're a homeowner, you're likely going to want to watch some of the rest of the videos. So I invite you to subscribe and check out some of the other videos. This video is about securing a mortgage as a recent college graduate. So most mortgage programs or guidelines require a two-year work history, and if you're a recent college graduate, you don't really have 2 years worth of work history behind you to qualify for most of those mortgages. However, the FHA loans and the FHA guidelines do allow for a waiver or an exception to that 2-year employment rule if you have been a full-time student. So what you will need is to get copies of your transcripts, prove that you've been a full-time student, and your graduation date. And hopefully you don't have too long of a gap between the time when you graduated and the time when you started your full-time position. You're going to need a letter from your employer detailing your employment and what your income is, and also you're going to need to provide some of your recent pay stubs, bank deposits, bank statements, excuse me, and your lender that you work with might want to see that you've been employed for at least a few months. You might not be able to get away with applying for your mortgage if you just started the job yesterday. So, but again, there is hope for you if you're a recent college graduate. The FHA guidelines will also require you to have a credit score of 580 or more. If you would like a 3.5% down payment. If you have poor credit, worse than 580, I mean 580 credit score isn't the best to begin with, but if your credit is below 580, you'll need a 10% down payment. Now when you're trying to get an FHA loan without a 2-year work history as a recent college graduate, you're going to need some compensating factors possibly, which some of those things could be high credit. So when you layer poor credit on top of having less than 2-year work history, it makes it a little bit more difficult for the lender to approve your loan. Maybe you have high income as it relates to your the home that you're trying to purchase, so a lower DTI. That would be helpful in your scenario, rather than have the loan application look like you're stretching yourself. Hopefully you don't have too much student debt, and I'm going to do a video about student debt and how to handle that, especially with FHA loans, because they manage student debt differently. So if you are a recent college graduate and you would like to purchase a house, there is a way to do that. Just leave a comment down below or navigate over to fhalenders.com, and you can fill out the short loan scenario form there, and someone will get back to you pretty quickly, and we'll talk to you about your opportunities and your mortgage, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to own a home fairly soon. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.